Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok, where last time we were doing side missions with Freya here. We helped her out with recovering her things. We freed another one of the flying jellyfish. The flying jellyfish mated, sacrificed their light to make many tiny jellyfish. We still have stuff we can do in this area. We have stuff we could do. We have stuff we can do in every area, really. Side missions abound, collectibles are plenty, but we're not going to chase down every collectible. We're probably going to miss some side missions because I admit I'm not a completionist, but I do try to do as much as I can. For now, though, we are going to head towards this unknown, and it looks like there's a side mission over here, the Elven Sanctum. And then I doubt we're going to end up back on the main plot today, but hopefully we can be on the main plot.
In the desert. Odd.
On top of ancient elven ruins? I have to agree.
That's a shortcut back up. Oh, hello. Oh. Very rude of all of you. Now it has been a little bit since I've played. I'm confused as to what just happened there.
From behind!
Okay. Well, while I'm getting back to my state of remembering how this game works, let us enrage, get our health back, beat these guys up a little bit. Ah, very rude of you. Almost unnecessary shortcut. I mean, it's more convenient than just hitting that wall and then jumping over there, but...
Light elf architecture. It's massive.
Locked. It requires 2 keys.
What are they keeping back there?
That's the beauty of a locked door. It could be anything. Monsters, treasure. Knowing our luck, it'll be a bit of both.
Monstrous treasure. A treasured monster. Oh. I still don't necessarily understand those. They seem like monster generators.
A token.
A badge of honor. The elves made a few.
A token depicting Freyr's likeness, crafted by and for those elves who supported the young god and his attempts to find peace. I feel like that sentence doesn't make much sense by itself. Crafted by and for. So the elves crafted it for themselves. I think I probably would have, for clarity purposes, I probably would have phrased that crafted by and given to those elves who supported the young god in his attempts to find peace. Or actually, no, remove all that extra information. Just crafted by those elves who supported the young god in his attempts to find peace. Because ultimately, the elves that supported the young Freyr built it for themselves. We don't need to know that they gave them to themselves. They are the crafter and the recipient. At the height of Freyr, I gotta use my English major, I'm sorry. At the height of Freyr's popularity, these tokens adorned more elvish homes than they did not. They represented that one thing which is invaluable in small doses, outright deadly in large ones: hope.
They'd hang them up outside their dwellings, show their support for my brother.
Alright, let's try it. That was fast. That was 2 hits.
Can't do this without you!
Well. Maybe I'll worry about it later. Maybe I will not. Like I said, I'm not here to do everything. And there will likely be stuff I missed. There was... Oh, hold on. Yggdrasil Rift. Yeah. There were things that I missed in the previous God of War. Maybe one day I'll go back and do them. Maybe I will not. My life will be unaffected regardless. Alright. This shouldn't be as tough as getting 2-shotted by the first guy I run into.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I...
A rather lovely piece of jewelry, crafted by one of Freyr's Light Elf supporters. It seems to be a bracelet hand-formed to fit Freyr's wrist, which introduces the question, why was it discarded? Was Freyr so inundated with gifts and jewelry that he simply couldn't find a place for it? Or did he perhaps wear it for a time only to cast it off, possibly in anger or shame, or some combination of the two once he sped back to Vanheim to stop Freya's wedding?
Pull it off.
No.
Though it's interesting, like, if you have any criticism for completionists, which I'm not going to stop you for, because, like, you want people to experience as much of the game as they can. I would imagine most, like, if you're a fan of a game, you want people to experience as much of the game as possible. Though there's also a caveat to that, and it shows up in regards to discussions about Undertale. Like, the caveat being, like, people who go on violence runs of Undertale tend to get criticism because that's not how you're supposed to play the game. Though if you want to experience everything, then ultimately that's something you have to do. But, like, I understand if you like a game, you love it, and you're like, hey, this person's playing it, I want them to experience as much of the game as possible.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Is this like a children's? For some reason, this gives children's vibes. Like, I remember recently, I was browsing YouTube, and I found somebody who was playing Control. And one of the things with Control is it's one of the most video gamey games that I'd say Remedy has made. But it also has a ton of lore that it kind of drops on you at a regular basis. And this person who is playing the game just kind of skipped over the lore for like the first few collectibles they found. Then they kind of read one of them, and then they skipped another. So it's like, but do I want to watch them experience it in that way? Like, how much of the act of watching a Let's Play is involved in watching somebody experience a game, watching somebody experience the game in the way that you want them to experience it, or you hope that they experience it, and watching them experience everything the game has to offer. Like, imagine if you were watching a Dark Souls playthrough or a Bloodborne playthrough, and they skipped the optional area. Are they playing the game wrong? Well, if they were playing the game wrong, then the developers wouldn't have necessarily made that area optional. Like, the developers aren't, like, holding you down and saying, hey, you've got to play every single area in the game. But in theory, it is more rewarding to the individual to experience as much of the game as possible. And it's an easier ask to be like, hey, you're playing Bloodborne, why not go to this other area that you don't have to go to? Because it'll have other stuff that you can encounter. Versus, say, Grand Theft Auto 5. Do you want to get into tennis? Does that game have golf? Or I forget if GTA 5 has golf. I can tell you I've never played any of the sports. Or at least I haven't played it for more than a few minutes. Oh, we should have a squirrel voice here. Whenever I get ready to head home, I make sure I have my little hat, some snacks, and some spare hack silver in case of an emergency. The thought of losing something keeps me up at night. Who will find it? Will they return it? Maybe you could pick up those stray squirrels and make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. But I won't know what that scroll said. Oh well. Like, that's why I feel like...
So, these are the Valine schematics, eh?
Know of him.
Aye. One of the most gifted dwarven smiths around. Until he developed a conscience, anyhow.
That's why I feel like it's good to, at the very least, make a promise up front. And I think that's also one of the things that happens with... I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about this right now when I could be playing the video game. Like, with first-time playthroughs, it's very difficult for a first-time playthrough to be really expected to do everything, because you walk into the game unknowing about how a game is meant to be played, where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. The best example I can come up with right now is I've recently played through Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And for most of my time in Venice, in the Venice section of the game, I struggled with low health and low stamina. It wasn't until like I was halfway through Egypt that I discovered that you're supposed to be collecting all of those medicines and then trading them into a merchant in order to get upgrades. Because that's not specified as a quest reward. So I did not know that's how you upgraded those things. Alan Wake 2 is a good example, actually. I played Alan Wake 2 on this channel. And I passed by the double-barreled shotgun for Saga. And I didn't realize that I had missed the shotgun until, like, well after I even got the rifle. If you've played the game, that would be like after you help out the old gods. I looked back at my footage to see how I missed the shotgun, and it turned out there was just so much glare on the glass display the shotgun was kept in that I didn't. It's invisible on the screen. So that's my excuse. But like that's the thing with the first time. The first time is never going to be expertise. And often, like these Let's Plays tend to often be the first time playthrough. Can you always expect those first times to have somebody who is not only interested in doing every bit of content, including those bits of content that are intended for endgame? Like, I'm clearly not expected to fight that big guy who killed me in 2 hits. Right now. That looks like it's going to be more endgame material. Similar to the Valkyries in God of War 2018. But the thing is, like, I didn't beat the Valkyries in God of War 2018 because they were just really hard and I didn't really have the patience. So I carried on, finished the game without that. Maybe on a second playthrough I'll consider it. But for now, I will just accept that there are things that I have not and will not do. Rules of the Sanctum. All visitors must observe strict silence inside the library, even in the vestibule, passageway, grand hall, mezzanine, and upper circle. No books are to leave the premises for any reason under penalty of death. Transcriptions of any material within the library are expressly forbidden. Damage to library materials due to carelessness, including creases, folds, annotations, and such like, even accidental, will not be tolerated. Comestibles, libations, and liquids of any kind are forbidden. Visitors must check in with the present librarian before leaving the library, not the past librarian. Failure to adhere to the rules will result in immediate punishment to be determined by the present librarian. My sir, have you brought a comestible into the premises?
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
Oh, are we actually taking information out of the library? Treasure map? Are we going to find some treasure? There are those who built this tower, who gave everything they had to complete it. And where did it put them? In the ground. I was almost one of them. Never again. I leave this treasure in the hopes that whoever needs it may find it, and in so doing is reminded of their own worth. No tower, no matter how great, is worth one's life. Treasure! It's a good thing they put treasure in the library. How do they even get it up here? How do they even get any of those? Oh, I can upgrade my amulet now.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The console.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
Oh. We're done here. Hopefully the present librarian doesn't come to stop us.
All this knowledge of their ancestors, their shared history, poetry, just sitting here.
How shall I read this one?
We are caretakers of truth, the arbiters of knowledge, protectors of this repository of enlightenment that stretches back to our earliest writings, ancient as the sands. It is our sacred duty to protect our elven learnings and prevent the possible spread of it to those who cannot reconcile the wisdom found within these walls. The benighted masses cannot be trusted, cannot be expected to assimilate these truths. They lack the intellectual fortitude to absorb and accept the divisive nature of certain revelations. This suppression is not cruelty, nor it is an attempt at control. It is mercy, pure and simple. Never forget that.
Forgotten. What a waste.
So here's the thing. If the information was about the old gods, that would be the only situation where the containing of knowledge is merciful. Especially if you're looking more towards like the Lovecraftian old gods, in which the knowledge did not give you power. The knowledge drove you insane.
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Framborg.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Ah.
Use a shield strike!
Yeah, I was up in the air at the time. Ah.
You all right, brother?
Yep, there we go. That time I noticed it. Can't get... No, my... I found that one of the things that I like in action games, as I get older, is the capacity to cancel your moves. Because I find I often, like, start to do a move, and then while doing the move, I realize, wait a second, I should son of a... That I really meant to do something else completely. Ah, damn it. I pressed... Yep. Ah, I forgot that was an area attack. Yeah, let's just use the stone. And, like, I start to appreciate games that allow me to be like, oh, you know, maybe I should change my mind mid-animation. Like, I've been playing Dead Island 2 recently, and Dead Island 2 does let you cancel your attacks and your movements. Move cancel, attack cancel, dodge cancel.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
Same.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
Okay, what other goals do we have? Return to Sindri, favors. Oh yeah, we have the tower. The tower! The tower! Rapunzel, the tower! Bonus points if you know what movie that's from. I want to say this is the tower. On my right there. That's kind of what it looks like. I'm not entirely sure where it says the treasure is. Also, let's take a quick look. I forget what items you have. I wish I had an item that just gave you health. That would be nice. Well, that would be pretty sweet, like a health button. Or if, like, your ally was like, hey, got some health your way. There we go. Treasure. All right. Now we can return to the plot at hand. Where is there a nearby... Oh, hold on. Do we have any of these that give health back? Increases stun... Nope. Okay. Like, I've swapped this out for stunning. Stunning an enemy grants a health burst. see, where was... Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, I think I still need to go there in order to, go to the ravens to unlock something. So we should do that before carrying on with the story. Like, I've stopped using the chest armor because the chest armor is like the only capacity I really have to heal myself outside of items that drop and rage. Let's see, there's Muspelheim. I'll have to take a look at that in a second. Let's go to Niflheim for the Raven Tree. Oh, there we go. Loading was, and the tree has always kind of been a bit to hide loading.
Expanded my wares if you got the raw materials to make them.
Let's see, we can upgrade this to repair a socket. Ah, son of a... No, we're back.
About time I had something to do.
Oh, I can't even make it anyway. That's fine. Get a superior resurrection stone to replace the one I used. Oh, I can upgrade my gauntlets of... Actually, before we upgrade anything, let's make sure... Yeah, we don't want to sell the console's journal. We might need that for something.
Not often you see something this pristine coming out of Alpha.
But interesting that you can sell it.
Is this?
Oh, yeah,
Ravens.
Freya. We've been here
Ones
before.
we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
New father, new mother, new fate to suffer.
Yeah, they speak in rhyme.
In life we hanged, in death we kneeled, until you freed us with your steel.
So destroying the ravens free their spirits somehow. Good to know.
Free.
Well, free of Odin's control anyway.
I mean, like, the squirrel, Rataskar, is free to live immortally with the World Tree. But he can't really stop doing his work.
Vanaheim, Midgard, wherever.
Alright, let's see what that does.
Let's
It was
make
wrist
something
armor.
happen.
Oh. It is also a bonus to healing. So I would have 2 items. Oh yeah, because the Raven Tears, I already have that one as well. And that would increase the healing from plus 15% to plus 30%.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
What can I sell? I'm gonna need to sell stuff because I don't have money. Let's sell... How about 40 shatter... Okay, whoever designed this menu, like, they realized that there should be the option, but I don't think they worried about whether players would actually exercise said option.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's...
What'll it be?
Alright.
It fits.
Is that what Kratos would be like if he went to a clothing store? Like, he would put an outfit on, and he'd be like, I will buy this because it fits. I do not understand this fashion that you're referring to. Yeah, actually, let's back up a second. What was Muspelheim? I want to say it was like an early... Oh yeah, and what else can I attach? We have Midgard's Endurance. Increases the damage of all Kratos range attacks and abilities based on his cooldown? No. I need to get rid of that. Increases Kratos' melee attack damage against status-afflicted enemies based on his luck. Increases stun damage inflicted based on Kratos' defense. Yeah, that's fine. Increases stun damage inflicted based on his defense. Oh, that's how the perk gets activated. And because I've got all of Svartalheim's gear attached, that it actually uses the stun damage inflicted on defense. Whereas before it was just the stats. And I wanted to see Muspelheim. Do I have a thing to go there for any reason? Muspelheim seed piece. Oh, we've only found half of it. We don't have the other half. So we can't access Muspelheim. Yeah, realm currently locked. Okay. So there's Helheim, Asgard, Jotunheim, and then Midgard. Okay, back to Sindri's, and back to the plot.
Well, brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard, and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion.
Oh, she thinks he went to
He
Asgard.
filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
Thank me now and eternally.
Well, looky there. Glad you can make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow, but then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figure they both got it coming.
Wait, hold on. Can I talk to you? Can I discuss something with you, bitter squirrel? I guess not. No discussions with the bitter squirrel.
Hey, you see we're waiting for you, right?
I can tell that, Brock, thank you.
Well, come on, then. Hey, Tyr! Wake up! You got company. Now, why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder.
You're sure he won't mind?
Mine? You'll be thrilled. Joint's getting classier by the day.
Can it be? I never thought I'd have the pleasure of seeing you again, Frigg.
Ah,
Don't call me that. I
Frigg?
haven't been that person in a long time. But I'm happy to see you too. I'd feared the worst for so long, what you must have been through.
Nothing so bad as what you've suffered. Freya, I am so sorry to hear what happened to Baldur. He was only a boy when I saw him last, but I know he meant more to you than anything.
Yes.
Just
Forbear your vengeance in this way. It's truly an inspiration for those of us who believe in peace.
The only peace these realms will ever know is once Odin is gone. Believe in that.
So you're not here to prevent Ragnarok. You're here to bring it about.
I'm here to make sure Odin doesn't hurt anyone, the way he hurt us.
I can see I've upset you. Forgive me. I am far removed from my days of diplomacy.
I can tell you brought no discussion to the table, made some assumptions, and then pushed the person you were talking to away. That is not quite diplomatic there, Tyr. Were you diplomatic back in the day? Maybe with the Giants?
You better screw his head back on, and I mean tightly. So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Who did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
He doesn't have any faith in me. It's fine if he keeps secrets. It's fine if Mom did.
It is not fine! Her secrets haunt every step of this path.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore
Have we
either?
switched
This is not
characters?
about your mother.
Like, the perspective kind of
What you
feels
have
that
done
way.
is lie.
Wonder where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin, but I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
Freya is
Only
correct.
cloud your mind.
Tyr is
But
also
I'd be going
correct.
for us. I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, at Tyr. Odin did this to us.
What's got everyone caterwauling on?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
Okay.
You must choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Also, where did you get that outfit?
I never
Where-
get to choose. Just leave me alone.
Listen.
Let go of me!
Listen!
I said let go!
What the fuck?
Atreus! It's Sindri. Just try to keep control!
Come on! Bye!
Boy, where did you get those clothes? Where did you get that new bow?
Great.
I was gonna say, like, it definitely felt like a change, a shift in character perspective when the camera.
Definitely in Midgard. Yep. Home sweet home. Keep it coming. You're just helping me stay warm. Jump up!
Ah, there we go.
Gotta find some shelter.
What was his It's been a while since we got to play as him. What was his transformation skill under? I forgot about the grapple attack. It's like it's been so long since I've done a lot of the slow down time by pressing L2 following successful parry. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not that complicated. It's 4 R1s and 3 R2s. It just looks more complicated.
These things! When did it get so bad out here?
Oh, they're good. That one's gone. That's fine. And I forgot I got that multiple shot arrow. Or multiple shot bow. Ah. There we go.
At least something out here doesn't want to kill me. Just need someplace warm.
Just think warm thoughts.
Figure out where to go next.
And who are you?
That doesn't look good. What is this thing? Some kind of white?
Ah, damn it. See what I mean? Move canceling.
What is it you want?
There we go. Ah.
Jump up!
All right, let's pick up some of this health that's lingering about everywhere.
More ravens. You trying to tell me something?
More like Odin is probably out there watching him right now. Or Odin's saying, this is the path. Or is waiting for an opportunity.
Then line. I'm trying to save your life, you big jerk! Gotta get out of the cold.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get you, you wisp. There we go. Oh, and that took out Shield Guy. I was wondering what I was gonna have to do to get rid of Shield Guy. Oh, there's other Shield Guys. There we go. Ah. Take that. It's like there's the criticism that like communication would solve a lot of story problems, but it does seem like every so often, especially with this game, there are a lot of small details that get past characters that if they just shared one or two of those small details, like where did Atreus get this costume from? Although maybe they assume this is Asgardian fashion. I need your help to be mine. Thank you.
I find shelter and then what? Where could I go?
Is this how Atreus makes prophecy happen?
Following the prophecy where father ends up dead. If I stay locked up at home, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I guess in Asgard, I could at least keep an eye on Odin. Be a spy. Find out his plan. Get control of this.
Yeah, like how does he expect? Like he said, Odin says he
I
can.
can't go to Asgard.
He's not worried about Ragnarok, despite the fact that the giants are not around.
Wait, are those red leaves? Freya's house. Oh no. Charlie?
No, the turtle that she lived underneath.
No. Charlie. Please. Please. Charlie.
Huh. Oh, he's good.
Hey, big guy. I'm here now. Don't you worry. I need to get you warm. You're gonna have to stand to let me into that house. Think you can do that? Come on, Charlie. You have to do this. I can't help if you don't. Emily! Emily! Good. Good boy. What a mess.
Has she been here for? Has she just not been here for a while?
I know, buddy. I know. It's cold in here. Should close that window if we're snooping around. Freya hasn't been checking on you?
Like she's been so dead set on her vengeance.
Right. Too busy hunting us down. Come on. Let's get you warmed up. Should be able to make a fire from all this mess. Wow. It's beautiful. Never seen anything like this around here before. From her home in Vanaheim? She must have really missed it. Is this Baldur's? Wonder how Father was able to earn her forgiveness. Valkyrie armor? Does this go with the wings on the wall? From her friend? Wonder what happened to her. I can't believe she never came back to check on her house. To check on you. That's not an excuse.
Oh, are we like just burning up a page of her book? It could be her diary. Could be something important. Though I'm reminded of the book Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, where like this character, he like accumulates different artifacts over the course of the story. And at the end of the story, he burns all of them to stay warm. As if all of those objects there were representative of him.
I can't stay.
Like are just outlying labels.
I just can't let my dad die too. There's gotta be something I can do. It's okay, buddy. I think he's here for me. I'll be okay. I think. Okay. I'm ready. Take me to him.
Okay, how does this work? This travel seems a little imprecise there. I was gonna say this sounds like a great way to travel, but not so much if you're going to be dropped from the sky. It seems like a great way to travel for the gods, probably only.
Should have learned to swim before Midgard froze over.
Oh.
Hello? I'm here. Odin? Bird. Is this Asgard? Hey, wait up! Wherever this is, it's beautiful. Not a sign of Fimbulwinter.
It is definitely picturesque. It's one of those things where, like, let's go into photo mode. Let's get rid of Atreus. If it wasn't for the dots in the distance, like the dots really kind of emphasize the... Can we get rid of that? No. I was going to say, like, it's almost photorealistic. Like, if you were just browsing through Instagram, you might consider it a real... But I think, like, the dots in the distance really throw off the illusion at a glance. And then the certain texture of the water. Like, there is a little bit. And you got the Bifrost above. But like, Ragnarok was both PS4 and PS5.
The wall.
And it is still a powerhouse.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Though I suppose like that whole discussion is a thing where you could be like, are there any really good PS5 exclusives? And that's been a long discussion for this generation.
Oh, you don't seem friendly.
I mean, I attacked first, but...
Hey, Odin, I thought you said I was welcome in Asgard.
Ah, take that. Nah. Your amazing dodges will only save you for so long. And I forgot about the there we go. That's what I wanted to try out.
Not a sign of Fimbulwinter.
You said that already, Atreus.
You could have led me around those.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like, it gives the impression that there isn't a sign of Fimbulwinter, but if you have creatures just roaming the land, then that becomes the sign of Fimbulwinter. Though I'm sure there's irony in the fact that Kratos was upset with his son because he thought his son went to Odin, and so in response, his son goes to Odin.
Yeah, danger! I know! Got it! I see him! Welcome!
Ah. Guess I still don't need that health item on the ground. It's always nice when there's more health than I need. It doesn't always happen. Especially considering...
I came to be your apprentice, I guess. But it doesn't mean I, like, serve you now. Not in a foretold by prophecy kind of way.
Odin, I've come here to accept your invitation to Asgard. as we previously discussed. Oh yeah, I forgot the sigils do Bifrost, I think.
But it's safe from the other side of that wall.
Or was it the wisps that caused the Bifrost, and there was, and Freya's other...
Came up in Mimir's story about Hrimthur. The stonemason's son built a flaw into it. He only told Freya about it, and I didn't think to ask. Hold on, why was Freya at the house? Did she move in with us? You know what? Focus, Loki.
Yeah, I wonder if any of those questions would have been solved if you talked to Kratos. Although the Kratos doesn't necessarily present himself as a very good listener.
Alka.
Do I have any fire-related things? I don't think so. Oh. But we have fire here.
Father would just burn this away with his blades. But what can I do? Huh. Maybe that's sigil magic on my bow.
Oh, yeah, the sigil. Yep, thank you.
Alka! If I could just get that fire to spread to the bramble. There we go.
Hmm. Yes, excellent. That one was a lot faster for me than the previous version of that sigil puzzle. Atreus fires a seeking sigil arrow that ricochets between weapons. Yeah, sure, why not? Nah.
Wait, that sounds like people.
You know, that's something there's not that much of, is people gathering in this game and also the previous God of War. A lot of time is spent going through desolate areas abandoned by people and hope.
You need help? You look a little lost.
Oh, I'm just getting my bangs.
Well, there's nothing to see this way except the big wall.
Is there a gate to go through?
Nope. Not unless you're an Aesir god, but I guess you'd know that if you were an Aesir god.
Me? No. I'm from Midgard.
What? No shit. Me too. I'm Skildir.
Lucky. Hang on. Are you all from Midgard?
Yep. The, Allfather saved us from the desolation. Gave us a safe place to settle, but we don't go in there. Can't get into the city unless you know magic. You don't know magic, do you?
A little bit, yeah.
What? No shit. You walk through walls?
Not yet.
Huh.
Oh, you haven't learned that cheat code?
Couldn't I just climb over it?
That? Without any gear? No. Aren't you afraid of dying?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at that. But
Clearly built
no
by
way.
giants.
Wait, you know the Allfather?
I'm sort of his apprentice.
No shit! What is he teaching you?
Nothing,
sure.
really.
Well, how many other students?
I don't know.
How long you stay? You don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna go climb that wall now.
You're not even going to try the door?
Well, this I gotta see. Need help?
Appreciate it, but I gotta go alone.
Oh, I wasn't gonna climb with you. I may owe Odin my life, but I don't owe him my death. Not that I think you're gonna fall. Forget I said anything.
And when I support you from below, don't look down.
Hugin your guide?
Who?
These two aren't like the spies we see around the realms. Hugin and Munin are Odin's own weird magical pets. Back at his house, I saw them disappear into his tattoos. Mimir told me once how they came to be that way, how they were normal ravens once, until Odin captured their whole unkindness. Most of them he roasted and ate for supper, but on Hugin and Munin he experimented, wiping their memories and binding them to his will. Mimir also referred to them as right pricks, even for birds.
Well, Loki, you seem like a good guy. I really hope I am not about to watch you die.
Thanks. Me too.
You know not to look down, right?
I like looking down. Shows me how much progress I've made.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. Can I use that? I mean, a little ironic last words, but...
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing. Hey, you're doing great.
You know what would be great last words? I definitely won't fall down from up here. Are we actually going to climb all this way?
You can do it, Loki.
Thanks, Gilder. Hope you're right.
I low-key have the skills.
Tyr's temple. Oh, no wonder we couldn't use it to come here.
Yeah, it's, nobody's been keeping it afloat.
Okay, I can do this. This is fine. Just keep climbing. And now where?
This is an interesting little diversion, and I think one of those things that's relatively... It's one of those things that's underrated in regards to describing what you're supposed to do in a video game. Like, if you're always doing the exact same thing.
Would ya? Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say.
Like, how do you diversify?
Up here?
Oh, yeah. Like that. It would be nice if you stayed in one place for more than a couple seconds. Okay, but now I think I got you. Nobody dropped health, though. That's the nice thing
I'm coming.
about
Let's get that chain down.
Doom, the classic Doom. Whenever you're fighting a shotgun guy, the shotgun guy always drops a shotgun. The pistol guy always drops a clip. The minigun guy always drops the chain gun guy always drops the chain gun. Those are guaranteed supplies.
Sure seemed like Odin could.
Because
that was you in our cabin, right? You and your brother, I guess.
You probably can't hear the raven's thoughts because the raven is dead. And the raven isn't really hearing Odin isn't probably not hearing the raven's thoughts. He's just seeing through the raven.
And yes. I bet I'm past the worst of it now.
That also famous last words.
Or not. Want to just let me pass through? No? Have it your way. Alka! For luck.
Oh, do I need to destroy it? Yeah, I need to destroy the stone thing with the wisp nearby so that it explodes. Ah. Damn it. I need to get it to land. There we go.
Yeah, up. I get it.
Where do the stairs go? They go up. Bonus points if you get the reference.
Whoa. Okay. These are connected. Yeah, that makes sense. I think. Gotta do both sides though.
But how do I do both sides? There we go. Here's where we get that perspective.
Right. This might work.
So, you know, Atreus does have climbing gear on him.
Here we go.
He's got the bow with the rope. I guess that's one way to do it.
Made it. Ah! Woke up more wisp. Hey, you get to fly. I'm doing what I can.
And then when he sees Kratos again, and Kratos is like, now where did you go? Oh yeah, I went to Asgard.
Huh. I don't see any more shortcuts. Just gotta climb a little further. Maybe a lot further. But I've come this far.
And then the next several hours of game is just
Hey,
climbing the
Hugin.
wall.
How about I tell you a story? Once there was a giant named Loki who thought it'd be a good idea to accept Odin's invitation to Asgard. So, Odin tested Loki, expecting him to climb by himself all the way up Hrimthur's wall. So, what did Loki... So what did Loki do? He kept climbing.
Although I do have a real
Just kept
example of a video game that has you go spend a really long time going from point A to point B. Which is, if you've ever played System Shock 2, at the opening of System Shock 2, a character contacts you over the radio and says they need you to take the elevator up to their room. You are on, I think you are on like floor 2, and they are on like floor 4. It's been a while. And you spend like the next 70 to 80% of the game trying to make that happen. Now, like, as you're doing that, you're learning a lot more lore about the situation, about the characters involved, what happened to the ship that you're on. But the actual plot of the game, the main objective is just to take the elevator up 2 floors. And it takes practically the entire game for that to happen.
His fingers went numb. It got hard to breathe. Loki kept climbing, 1 foothold at a time.
Loki also didn't bother
way
asking anybody anything.
To the top.
But like characters in this
Nowhere to
game,
go but up.
they just don't like to communicate. So it's
Okay. Keep going. Come on.
it's on brand.
Can't stop now.
Yeah, now is not exactly a good place to stop.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long jump.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Almost there.
I'm not going to hold him back for his confidence. Would Kratos be able to do this? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So, what part of the enormous wall made you think, oh, visitors must be welcome?
I have an invitation.
I was sent for, actually. By Odin?
The Allfather sent for you. Ha! Great. Then why are you up there? And not in here?
He didn't exactly tell me how to get to him.
Why don't we ask him together? Ah!
No, that you wasted that apple.
Are you finished? Now, what could Odin, Allfather, King of the Aesir, possibly want with the likes of you?
That's between me and Odin.
You don't even know, do you?
Think you could pull me up, or...
No, I don't think I will. I think maybe I'll drop you.
No.
Yes, I'm going to drop you. Goodbye.
Wait. Think how mad the Allfather's gonna be when he finds out you killed his guest. Loki of the Jotnar?
the Jotnar?
Yes.
Enemy of my people.
Yes, somehow
I'm
still.
not your enemy.
Even though you're kind of an asshole.
I will be the judge of that. This way, Loki of the Jotnar.
Wait, is that
Heimdall.
Are you Heimdall?
Obviously. Now feel free to drink in the splendor of Asgard. This is a rare sight for outsiders. Especially giants. Yes. Why not steal anything that is not nailed down? That is sure to impress your hosts.
Were you going to take that Hacksilver? What were you going to do with that Hacksilver?
Just ask your questions already.
How'd you know I had questions?
It is my job. Next question.
What is your job?
I protect the realm I love from trouble.
And you think I'm trouble? You just met me.
And I can already see you are eager to prove yourself. Way too eager. Probably due to an overshadowing father figure you can never live up to.
Good guess.
I would also guess that you are disrespectful, entitled, and impulsive.
You don't know me at all. I help people.
Oh, you are here to help people. No. No. You are here to help yourself. To manipulate and lie to whoever you have to get what you want. I know you're young. Your voice probably dropped while you were climbing the wall, but what a twisted little soul you have. You are chaos in a spiffy archer suit. I watch.
Yeah, my archer suit is spiffy.
Burning. Nothing good is going to come from you being in Asgard. That said, if you are here to aid the Allfather and have no treacherous intent, I guess that makes us allies.
Who is Heimdall, other than the bearer of the Gjallar horn? I probably should try to learn something about Greek mythology.
Topper. Who loves me the most? Who loves me the most?
It's probably Gultoper.
Wow, that's almost as impressive as Baldur taming a dragon.
Baldur had the luxury of not caring how badly he got burned. I outthink them. Dominate them fair and square.
How many of Atreus' stories are going to be...
You think all Aesir are gods?
But Skilder told me that
Oh,
only...
well, if Skilder told you, clearly whoever that is must be the authority on Aesir gods, not...
Is it like him meeting people and riding on their
You literally know nothing
beast of
about culture,
burden?
do you?
I know lots of things. I know a giant built that wall.
A giant built the wall that keeps out the giants.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. I know the whole story.
Really? I truly cannot wait for you to regale me with the revisionist tales of Asgard's architectural history.
Is that Odin's palace?
Palace? Do you think the All-Father needs to puff himself up like some mortal
Heimdall,
chieftain?
I realize that
Guess
Atreus
not.
comes here
That
from a place
is
of
the
ignorance.
lodge, which the All-Father built with his own
But you can
hands.
tone down
I'm
the
sorry if that is a
condescending...
letdown for you.
The condescending tone,
Real
just a
power,
little bit.
you see,
Just
does
pull back
not
on the
need
condescending
to
tone.
flaunt. It emerges when the time is right. Don't you agree? Ha! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Helmets! I brought you a practice down.
I thought we were going to Odin!
You see, the thing is, you do have treacherous intent. So I am not letting you anywhere near at all.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. With moves like that, it's a wonder that they killed our lost every war they ever fought.
You don't mind that you're... Are they even your buddies? Do you even have friends, Heimdall? You seem like kind of an asshole.
Let's see what you got. Well, that was boring. Guess who's next?
You sure you want to keep our father waiting?
Funny thing, I am sure about that. Yes, I am feeling very sure, matter of fact. Ho-ho! Nimble move. Glad to see you are awake. Oh no! Arrows! How fearsome! Whoa! Oh, how is he doing? Ha! That is your big special move? Hilarious! Down, boy!
You're not gonna stop me from seeing Odin!
You'll be seeing him from your grave.
What? That doesn't even make sense!
Oh! That one felt special. Hope that was not the last trick you have. Is that it? Is this all you have to show me, Jotun?
Do I need to plug this in the second controller? Is that what's going on here?
I do have to say, Loki, I am profoundly unimpressed. You should probably stay down. Great.
Knock it off. Like it or not, he's Allfather's guest.
I thought I smelled something.
Take one more step, you're not gonna like how this ends.
Really? And how do you intend to stop me?
Look into my eyes. You tell me.
You are a sick man.
Loki, you made it. I am so honored. I see you've met Heimdall.
I don't know if
He
anybody
reads
likes
minds for
Heimdall,
me.
The boy.
or if anybody
is
likes
false,
anybody.
Allfather.
This young man, who is my guest, is covered in mud. Care to explain?
He means to betray you.
Is that true, Loki? You a little trickster? I'm just messing around. Of course he means to betray me, Heimdall. Why else would he come? I've given him no reason to trust me. Not yet. But he's got some very big questions. And I have so many answers to give. What are you up to? Dismissed. Go.
Gladly.
And you, clean yourself up.
Does Heimdall see the future, but like only the near future?
Heimdall, will you just relax? Were you intending on killing me first thing?
Yes.
See?
That was like...
What, that's not good enough for you? Get out of here.
I'm going to try to remember to post a link to it, but one of my favorite... there's a 5-second video about the idea of something being the last thing on your list to do. Like, check the description below. I really will try my best to put it there.
He's a lot, I know. Very perceptive, but sometimes he just forgets to think, you know? Hey, I got some places to be.
According to this, Heimdall is a Norse god who guards Asgard, the son of Odin, and he is the son of Odin and 9 mothers? Let's see, he has magical powers of sight, hearing, and foresight. Sharp vision and hearing, can see for miles and hear grass grow, and has foreknowledge of the future. Heimdall and Loki are in constant conflict. In the final battle of Ragnarok, Heimdall and Loki fight and both die.
So how'd your father take the news that you decided to accept my invitation?
I don't think we should talk about my father.
Not well, huh? Can't blame him. Between my ex-wife and my disgruntled former employee, he's not exactly getting an unbiased view. But you're curious, open-minded. That's important. Priest, Meest, carry on. Pretend I'm not here.
Oh.
If I'm being honest with you, Loki, you're lucky my offer still stands after you went and sprung Tyr. But I suppose spending time with him is punishment enough, isn't it? At least Mimir never lost his sense of humor. But look, that's all behind us now. I like to keep looking forward.
Are those Valkyrie?
Hey! I want them trained, not decapitated. Just keep it below the neck, all right? Is that really what you do when I'm not here?
All Father.
Queen Gná.
The Einherjar are ready for your blessings.
That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Guess there's a new Valkyrie Queen.
Great soldiers, these Einherjar. But they tend to come out of Valhalla a little foggy. I do what I can for them, help them remember who they were in life. That's important, don't you think? A sense of identity gives things meaning. Moon Thinafen, Hrothgar. Moon Thinafen, Worm. Moon Thinafen, Yana.
Does he name them? Like they emerge from the dead, and then without minds, and then he teaches them for war.
The books. Good. Those are for him. I understand you're an avid reader. These are just a few things from my personal collection.
Thanks.
Jurgen, those better not be mushrooms I smell.
Okay, this is going to be an odd spot to stop, but this is where I must for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.